Hey guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another video and welcome to another high rating spectate. So today we are watching Rengar Top. Now the reason why I'm doing this, I don't know when I'm uploading it, but the Smurf series is happening and I want to play a Rengar top lane game. And in all honesty, I already have played a Rengar top lane game and it went awfully. I used to play Rengar top. Again, that's why if you're like, Huzz, why is your logo a lion? The big reason, look at this invade, by the way, crazy aggro, is are they actually going to go for it? Flash Ignite, Q, yeah. Rengar might have lived there if he just ran out with the heal. That's unfortunate. That's a crazy, like, start. And what I would say is, oh, good, he got a first blood. That's kind of sick. Not having Ignite Flash to then go to top lane against a ranged Urgot, that doesn't actually sound very good to me. But anyway, we're watching a Rengar because I might want to play a Rengar top lane game again. But maybe, you know, let's be honest, I used to play Rengar top and my Rengar top was a bit more known, let's say, back in Season 2, Season 3. And yes, the items, unfortunately, are glitched. This seems to be a thingy. So they do have a long sword here. Ember knife. Okay, that's definitely wrong. That's those. Oh, wait. So these two are swapped. There you go. It's really weirdly buggy. The replay might catch up with the items in time. Because, like, Rengar, I would presume he's... Oh, God. Did they swap as well? I have no idea. It's really bugged. It doesn't seem to be working, but we can still watch the gameplay. Worth knowing, the Rengar runes-wise is got Grasp the Undying, Demolish, Bone Plating, Unflinching, and then Triumph, Legend, Electricity for the attack speed, and then attack damage, armor. So this is typically what I, normally used to go and do at level 1, is you use the jumps. This is literally what I did in the Smurf game. I played against a set, and he just didn't really take any damage, and then he always out-traded me. And it didn't also help, I will say, I got ganked by the Fiddle a couple times. I think they were duo from memory. So that obviously didn't help, but I just wanted to watch a good Rengar top and just see, is there anything that I was clearly missing of modern day? Because I played it in Season 2, Season 3. We're in now Season 12. So we're talking that I nearly played Rengar top 10 years ago. Like, that's a long time ago. Like, I kind of actually didn't really think of it in that way. Jesus Christ, it's been like 10 years. So yeah, I probably will say I will play like a Rengar jungle game, because I do think Rengar jungle, meanwhile, actually got a little bit owned there by the empowered W by Rengar. It got rid of the CC, and then Rengar got to actually go for a trade straight away. And the big benefit that you're seeing already from Rengar top, which is kind of... Oh, wow, that's huge. And then really nice timing for Volibear to still be there, but I do think Rengar's going to go down. If they could have played it perfectly, if Rengar stood on top of the Volibear, you could technically block the shotgun shell shots of Graves, but they didn't play it perfectly synergized. Now, the problem is we can't get items. So this does seem to be bugged. I did, by the way, find out a way to fix it when I watched the replay before. But, and also, oh my god, farms even, the scoreboard is broken. I might not do the replay anymore. No, tab doesn't work. I might not do the replay, because part of my wanting to see Rengar top was to see his item spike. Wait. Oh! I brung it back and it worked. Let's continue with the thing. Sorry about that I said I was going to stop it. It just kind of seemed pointless, because part of what I want to do with this commentary is see the power spikes of the items. Because when I played Rengar top yesterday, my build, if you're wondering what it was... Where did I go? I went Eclipse into Essence Reaver. And a lot of people in chat, nice bush use by the Rengar here. He did muck up the E, otherwise I think the Urgot would be dead. A lot of people are like, Huzz, no, you're doing it wrong. It's the crit build. I don't think it is. Not for top lane. Top lane was always different. Even when I played Rengar top, that's a dead Urgot. Even when I played, he's flashing towards a jungler, clearly, but gave Rengar the W, and then you've got the escape. Oof, this Urgot is having a bit of a struggle. We are, by the way, in high diamond, and by the name of the Urgot, by the way, Mr. Crab Legs, I presume he's a one-trick Urgot, so And, you know, in matchup-wise, I would really give Urgot the advantage in this matchup, but clearly the Rengar's having a good time. He's basing, by the way, slight advantage of minions. This is going to push in this direction, which is advantage for Rengar when he comes back. It puts Urgot in a risk area because he doesn't have flash. So he's going to be closer to death, basically. For, you know, that safety, this is death. So, yeah. Apparently, we might have fixed it. Because, like, look, it's actually working. Okay, so yeah, apologies during the commentary. I said, you know, maybe won't do this because it just, you know, without the scoreboard, it's a bit oof. But we fixed it by turning it on and off again, which is really weird. I don't know why the Riot replays have been so buggy for years, because it is worth knowing. Huz, you missed having the timers over here. Nope, they got rid of them. Oh yeah, do that, thank you. They actually got rid of them. Normally if you click this, it would be like times and stuff here. They are gone. They are completely gone. Time controls is to do with the time controls here, not the ones over here. So they have literally got rid of that stuff. So, yep. Anyway, as you can see, Rengar's returned to lane. Urgot should have got to lane quicker, and there's no Urgot. So, literally, Urgot is probably feeling a little bit, like, helpless at the moment. Nice charm by Ari. Does survive, though. He might have done some jungle farming. I don't know. But yeah, this Urgot is definitely in trouble. Now, one thing I will say, and what I can try to compare to, is this Rengar's done okay lane phase-wise. He has died, you know, 2 times, but that is kind of the nature of Rengar top. If don't be a pure KDA player if you want to play Rengar top, because you can die quite a lot because you're an all-in champion. What I want to see is what I used to do on Rengar top lane back in the day was this. It's do well in top lane, do average in top lane, and then use whatever you've got strength-wise to do exactly this. He didn't combo. And to be fair, he didn't have any ferocity to start that, so that was kind of pointless. But yeah, so that's the point, is think of Rengar top, because some people might go, Huz, I thought you wouldn't like Rengar top, because he honestly has a Quinn / Pantheon / Katarina playstyle. That's what it is. It's do okay in lane. Maybe Katarina, no, because Katarina doesn't care for her lane. Rengar does. Pantheon does. You know, but it is a thing. Someone's saying, is Rengar a top laner cheese pick? Yes and no. It depends your definition. But like Rengar, a lot of people would think he's a jungler. I played Rengar when he was a top laner. You know, there's been many years that Rengar was not a jungler. He was a top laner. So it honestly depends your definition. My gut instinct is no, because for like, God, 5 years of league history, like, Rengar was a top. I also, back in the day, was a known Rengar top player. So for me, Rengar's not a cheese pick top, because in my mind, he's always been a top laner for me. Obviously, in modern day league, if I actually looked up the statistics, he probably is nowhere near in top lane to jungle. So let's see the official statistics. So in platinum and above, in ranked, in jungle, he has a 7.5% pick rate. In this patch so far, it's had 106,000 total matches. In top lane, 2.3% pick rate, 32,500 matches. Okay, honestly, that's not as bad as I thought. So it's basically a third. It's a third under. But yeah, isn't Fleet good for Rengar top? Honestly, not. Again, I'm a bit out of it, but the way you've always played Rengar top lane is, which is what I was doing yesterday, you don't go pure crit. You don't go pure damage-ish. You go bruiser. That's what Rengar top was always about. You can still one-shot people because it's Rengar, but you have a bit more survivability, you have more regen, you have more sustain. That's what Rengar top was. And honestly, it looks like basically the same. It doesn't look like much has changed. I guess just played it wrong yesterday, or against Set, maybe it's not good. Because again, my first time back on it, I was against a Set. And it was a Set with a Fiddlesticks duo in the jungle, and I just got camped. So, you know, it is what it is. But let's do... Oh, the items are broke again. Fixed. Can we not look at gold? Oh, we can. There you go. So he has his... So again, I was right. There you go. We Eclipse. So to the Twitch chat yesterday who was watching going, Huz, what you did was wrong. Apparently not. You still go Eclipse. You still... Well, not Eclipse, because Eclipse didn't exist back when I played. You still go more bruiser orientated. You don't go crit. I know obviously in the recent patch, people were probably quite like even obsessing going, oh my god, the crit's broken. But Rengar top, maybe in jungle you go crit, but top lane Rengar has always been a little bit different. Why? Just so people are like, why is it different? Because top lane is so much harder to survive if you go pure crit. You need a little bit more survivability. You need a little bit more tankiness because you're against bruiser champions who would probably murder your face if you went pure like AD carry crit build. You know, it's the equivalent of, you've all seen an Akshan or a Lucian top lane. Notice how often they get owned by bruisers because they're doing that AD carry build. It's way too squishy. It's too squishy. Urgot's in trouble. Ooh, Rengar got a miss of a Q, but Volibear is here and does get the kill. And there you go. So nice little play there. Urgot is definitely, as we've said, struggling. I'm not really sure what the Urgot is building, by the way. I don't know why he's got a like, is he going Eclipse Urgot? Maybe? I don't know. Because it is worth knowing, Urgot is obviously supposed to be a lane bully. So, you know, maybe, you know, he's got PTA, he's got Ignite. This Urgot is probably, as an Urgot one trick, he's probably used to bullying people. And now he's kind of getting bullied. Especially what I would say, I actually feel at level 1, the Urgot gave Rengar way too much freedom. The Rengar didn't have Ignite, didn't have Flash, and Urgot was actually kind of staying away from the Rengar's bounces. That, to me, is a mistake. I actually think if Urgot had more presence at the beginning of the game, you know, he had Flash, he had Ignite, he had all of that, Rengar probably wouldn't have done nearly as well. But I think he did struggle to be, you know, the thing is, again, because Rengar top lane is more of a niche pick, he might just not really have known what to do, you know? Not many people do know what to do against Rengar top. So Rengar did ulti. His ults, let's be honest, haven't been great this game so far, but we'll see what, you know, the mid and the late game offer. But Eclipse first item. Again, my build that I was going to do was Eclipse, then Essence Reaver, because that would then give you the crit and burst that you might need, but you have the survivability and you have the kind of bruiser damage of an Eclipse. So he's doing Essence Reaver. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So he's got Ninja Tabby, he's got his Sheen, and that will be going into an Essence. So I was doing the right build. I thought I was doing the right build because that just made the most sense. It's probably the most... It might have been the most similar build to what I used to do 10 years ago to what exists now, and that's why I was doing it. So it doesn't seem he's changed in that angle. One thing I will say is clearly, you know, the difference of like why I'm doing this game is just to see if there's anything different from what I did to this game. Again, maybe it was just a bad game to judge, and maybe Set is a bad matchup for Rengar. I don't know. Again, I've never played Set versus Rengar top because when I played Rengar top, Set didn't exist. But obviously what also didn't help was the jungle pressure difference that Fiddle came top lane a lot. If you notice, Graves has not been top lane that much. He's been top lane a little bit, but he's not camped top lane at all. It's given Rengar freedom in the lane. Meanwhile, big play happening in bot lane down there. But it's given... Rengar's had freedom to do quite well in the 1v1. He's had freedom to roam mid lane. Like, he's had a bit more freedom this game than I had. So maybe I, you know... I was really put off playing another game of Rengar from that game, to be honest, in top lane. But maybe I need to give it another go, and maybe the next game I just won't... I won't have a Set against me. I won't be, you know, won't have a duo jungle top, maybe. So what you're seeing now is his pure... I don't know, like, aggression of, I'm going to take your jungle. So it's one thing winning top lane and you're getting ahead in farm here. He's ulting. He's looking for the Graves. Graves is dead. Combo. Eh, slow. Unless the combo's changed, which I don't think it has. Oh, Orianna. Oh, nice. The flash E. I like that. That was good. Stats say Set counters Rengar. Yeah, basically every single time I was trying to trade with Set, he beat me every single trade. You know, part of it was he could basically cancel your jump by pressing E at the right time. And that was like, oh, well, that sucks. And then secondly, his W. Rengar, if you notice, when you're in combat, if there's no bush or anything, it's actually quite hard for Rengar to reposition. So I got nailed by his W all the time too. It just seemed like an awful matchup. So maybe it was just the matchup is what made it feel so bad. I don't know. But everything that this Rengar's doing, he obviously is worth saying. He's one of the best Rengars in the US. He's doing it very clean. Clearly, you're watching it. He knows his jump limits. He knows his damage limits. He's playing aggressive. He's playing to carry. He's playing to win. And that's the thing of Rengar top, is what you'll notice is he'll get fed or try to get fed in the lane. And this is literally classic Rengar top. And then Rengar top is not a split pusher, by the way, by any means. He sucks in split pushing. He's not a tower pusher. He is a roamer. So you get involved in mid to late game. You don't stay in top. So what I would expect is Rengar to still push his advantage. Like, again, this game might be a bit different because Volibear's doing well. Jinx is doing okay because of that. They've got pressure in bot lane. So maybe Rengar doesn't need to go mid this game or doesn't need to go bot lane this game. But typically his playstyle is do okay in lane phase, see if he can get an early lead, and then roam with his ultimate after lane phase is done and kind of push the advantage. So yeah, so he's got that. He might even just run mid lane and use it straight away. You never know. Big fight happening in bot side, though, by the way. Volibear's still not dead. Is now dead. Biggest thing for Ari. Has used it straight away. I'm not incredibly convinced he's going to actually get that. So maybe that was a bit of a waste. Oh, enemy team is going aggro. Bola hit the Sona. No kill. Oh, big Orianna ulti into the Xerath damage. Rengar's looping? I was going to say, where are you going? He's going to go for this. Graves. Yeah. W. Oh, he didn't actually W early. I'm surprised by that. If he W'd early, he might have been able to do some damage on the Sona, but again, that's fine. And that's the confidence level of I can go in 1v3 and get one cheeky kill and then run away. Always good. And, oh, bad stun by Xerath giving that positioning away. If the enemy team aren't careful, though, they will walk into a Rengar. If that Sona walks forward and tries to ward this bush, that's a dead Sona. Ooh, that Sona is what he wants. That is what he wants. He's basing the same time. So if she doesn't cancel, he doesn't cancel. If she does cancel, he'll cancel. And there you go. So he cancels. Essence. Dude, I knew I was doing the right build. Essence Reaver, second item complete. Okay. I might do another game of Rengar top, but what I might do is I might not blind pick it. Yesterday I did blind pick Rengar top, and maybe the person knew. I'll play set. There's nothing he can do. So maybe I'll pick it when I know I'm not against a really bad matchup. And I will say, statistically, if you're looking at all these websites that do, you know, versus percentages, I'd actually imagine Rengar probably, on average, has terrible percentages. Ooh, he didn't use his Empower, but he's fine. Look how tanky this Rengar is. Probably the tankiness surprises a lot of people. He's actually quite tanky. And that is the difference between top Rengar and jungle Rengar. Jungle Rengar builds full, all-in, one-shot, boom. Top Rengar's always, historically, built a little bit more beefy. So much so that there has been several patches over the years that Rengar top has been a tank. Literally, like actual tank Rengar has been a thing several times. No, ooh, that bowler missed. Obviously, it's worth knowing he's not building tank now. He's building Bruiser, but in modern day League of Legends, Bruisers are actually surprisingly tanky. Yep, nom. But yeah. Yeah, you've seen a couple Sunfire Rengars. Yep, just throw a Sunfire in there instead of Eclipse, then build Essence Reaver, build your other damaged Bruiser items. I could see that working as well in modern day. Because you'd still, again, with how much damage is in League, you don't need full damage items to do crazy damage on an assassin. You know, that he's built to do damage, he'll always do damage. Wait for him. There you go. Get closer to the bush, so if he walks away, you can reset. Okay, if he didn't flash, that Graves was dead. That was smart. So he waited. Why didn't he leap on Graves straight away? If he leaped on Graves straight away, there was no bush to walk quickly back into to then get the extra leap if he, you know, didn't flash away. Yeah, so this Rengar knows what he's doing. And what's also is the cool thing with this is I'm kind of mentally relearning how to play Rengar top by watching a guy that knows how to do it. This is all the things that I did many years ago, so that's quite cool to see. Is I'm kind of like, yep, don't all in now, wait for him to be near you. That's kind of cool. Okay, now I'm interested to see what item okay, so now he's going more crit. So he went Eclipse, a Bruiser item, Bruiser stat. Now he's going into the more damage-oriented crit build. That makes sense, partially. I would potentially expect maybe like another Bruiser item, you know, on item 5 or 6 maybe. potentially, you know, especially like he's doing really well this game. So this game, he can obviously be a bit more aggressive with his build. So he's ulting. He's looking for the hunt. Ari. Yeah. Nice. Again, this is the nature of, well, just not Rengar top, but this is the nature of Rengar. He is trying to, enemy team need to respect it, man. He's trying to basically go, I can carry. Oh, he's dead. And he is. He's doing really good. He just got 2 people there for 1 that is worth. That opens up another kill, and that opens up a free dragon take. So he's playing it really good. As I said earlier, expect to die on Rengar top. That's one thing you have to accept if you want to play this champion. You're going to die. But most times, if you play it well on Rengar like there, you may get 2 kills and they'll kill you. So if you can just, every time you go for a big play, big ult, kill 2, die once, you're still maintaining that advantage technically. The problem that can be, I will say, with Rengar as a whole or Rengar top, is if your team is sucking, Rengar top also sucks. Because if you're the only one doing well on Rengar top, but, you know, by his playstyle, you can kill 2 people, then they kill you. But if your team is sucking, that might not be good. You know, you as, you know, you're the only one on your team doing okay, well, maybe killing only 2 isn't enough for you to carry. Maybe you need to kill 3 for every 1 death. That's sometimes the problem. But yeah. Yeah, death stance is what I was thinking. So when I was saying 1 extra, like, bruisery kind of tanky item, death stance. And Zyricom saying you don't think Eclipse Assassin's Dream a particular bruiser? It is, yeah. In modern day League of Legends, this is bruiser Rengar. This isn't what you'd call pure assassin Rengar. You wouldn't be buying, you know, you'd be buying pure crit, one shot, etc. Baron's dead. This is not great though for red team. Oh, Rengar does a really sneaky little ultimate. Never mind. That was nice to see. Oh, he's low, but he survives. Very nice, GG. That was really good play. Double kill, doesn't die. They also kill the Ari. They get Baron. Honestly, really clean play. He obviously has his Lord Dominic's now. But there we go. Not bad. Like, again, you could go Gore Drinker if you wanted to, Death Stance, etc. But this, I would say, because some people are like, you know, this is a slightly bruiser build for Rengar. Sure, it's not a full bruiser build, but in modern day League of Legends, whenever you see a Rengar, he's full assassin. This is like, it's an assassin build, but Eclipse has that little bit of like sustain that a bruiser obviously more is with. You know, generally assassin builds don't, or crit builds don't give too much to sustain. So this to me is like modern day makes sense Rengar top. Again, maybe insert, like, here's the thing, against a set, yeah, that's the thing. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Sadat's probably just used the words for it. It's survival assassin instead of burst assassin. Yeah, maybe that's the best way to describe it, not bruiser. But yeah, so maybe that's the best way to talk about it or describe it. Potentially in some rough matchups, by the way, you could do the Gore Drinker Death Stance build. But I would say with this build, I would expect potentially a Death Stance next. Potentially. Like that, to me, would really blend in with what he's doing. But yeah, honestly, good to see. Learning a couple things, mainly kind of remembering things also, which is obviously quite important. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy reminiscing and reliving Rengar top lane a bit, do throw a like on the video, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.